RHS Pre-calculus presents a walk on the beach, how to find trigonometric values of different angles.
To find trigonometric values, you need to know three things. You need to know the height, the width, and the radius of the right triangle shown on the graph.
Finding the height and the width can be simple. The height is the y value in a point, and the width is the x value of the point. However, you may need to solve for the radius. To do this, remember that height squared plus width squared equals radius squared.
Now that we have the height, width, and radius, we can find the trigonometric values.
Sine is height over radius, which is the distance from head to toe over the length of bicep to bicep. Cosecant is the inverse of this, radius over height. Cosine is width over radius, which is the length from pec to pec over bicep to bicep. Secant is the inverse of this, which is radius over width. Finally, tangent is height over width, which is head over toe over pec to pec. Cotangent is the inverse of this, width over height.
These equations apply to all angles, even the quadrant angles, 90, 180, 270, and 360 degrees.
Finding the different angles can be straightforward, but that's not always the case. Sometimes we need to use reference angles. To demonstrate this, we will use the angle from the horizon to the sun. When it is late in the day and the sun is low in the sky, it is easier to use a reference angle from the west than the angle from the sun from the east.
Here we see the sun at an angle of 135 degrees from the east, as it would be later in the day. To find the reference angle, subtract the angle measure from the next quadrant angle. In this case, we subtract 135 from 180 to find the reference angle. In this example, the sun is found to be 45 degrees from the west. When we have found the reference angle, we can find the exact trigonometric values of different angles. The sine values are pi over 6, 1/2, root 2 over 2, root 3 over 2, 1, 0, and negative 1. The cosine values are root 3 over 2, root 2 over 2, 1 over 2, 0, negative 1, and 0. Finally, the tangent values are 0, root 3 over 3, 1, root 3, undefined, 0, and undefined.
Once we have found the values, we can plug them into an equation. Because we have the actual value for them, we can solve any equation they are present in.
Done.
Done.